Super zero. Now, when I hear super zero, I think of zero cash.
Yeah.
So what is the connection between super zero and zero cash?
Yeah. And because when we want to do some good projects in blockchain industry, we found privacy is a very serious problem and has not been solved, right? But after we do a lot of research of all kinds of privacy coins like Zcash, Monero, Dash, it's very surprising me because no privacy coin supports smart contract. That means decentralized applications still cannot have privacy features, right? So after we do a lot of research for all kinds of private technology, we found zero-knowledge proof is most secure and powerful solutions. But it's very slow because most of the transaction in Zcash is not encryption, right? Only less than 10% of users use encryption transactions. So we want to create.
I'm sorry. When we say encrypted, is that what we refer to as a shielded transaction?
Yeah. Zcash give the users permission to select you need anonymous or not anonymous, right? So most of users choose the transparent, just like in streams transactions. Only less than 10% users select anonymous transactions.
Okay, so they're using they're using a privacy coin, but they're choosing not to turn on the privacy.
Yes. Yeah. So because the speed is a serious problem, so we want to create an advanced version of Zcash. We want supporting smart contract. That means the decentralized application can use the privacy protection features, and we want to improve the encryption speed. So we did a lot of works on it, and we make something out, and we create a super ZK, which is the fastest zero-knowledge proof encryption library.
Yeah. So Robert, a few things. Is Super Zero a fork of Zcash?
No. Actually, we fork from Ethereum. Yeah.
You fork from Ethereum.
But we modify a lot of code because Ethereum use account mode, right? But most of privacy coins need a UTXO mode. So we make the mixed mode. It can support smart contract and also can make the transaction and accounts anonymous.
Now, is Super Zero a proof of work coin or is it a proof of stake coin?
Actually, we take the both. 50 for the POW, 50 for the POS.
Okay, so I was looking at the circulating supply and I saw it's 1 billion. Is that correct?
Yeah, 1 billion for the total supplier. But we destroy the coins every day.
Okay, so there's a billion. So 1 billion was made at the Genesis block.
Yes, and this the whole period is 101.5 year.
Wow! Can you say it again? How 100 what?
101.5 year.
101.5 years. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So we need SERO to be 100 years long-term project. Yeah.
Now, why are you thinking, for 100 years? What's the rationale there? Why is that important to you?
Actually, in China, there's a very famous and successful internet company named Alibaba, right? And Jack Ma said Alibaba can be 102 years. So we select just shorter than 102 years to show our respect to Jack Ma and Alibaba companies. But we want, so we also want the SERO can be a very long-term projects, because a lot of projects may be mining period around 10 years, 20 years, but after that, no miners want to will get any rewards. So maybe the chain is very unstable and very dangerous, right?
Okay, so that's why you have this hybrid model between POW and POS. And
yes,
you mentioned before that none of the Zcash, Monero, Dash, they didn't have support for smart contracts. Now,
yes.
Ethereum does have support for zk-snarks now.
Yeah.
Do you think that allows Ethereum to have some of the functionality you're trying to achieve with Super Zero?
Actually, I think Vitalik had a plan to do some privacy on Ethereum, But the biggest difference from Ethereum and SERO is for the SERO, at the beginning, we designed the privacy, the whole plans focus on the privacy. So our, the structure is very scalable for the privacy, and our solution is a layer 1. But now Ethereum's structure is cannot be modified anymore, so they have to use the layer 2. I think the solution is different, and because our team is very solid, and our development speed is very fast. Actually, SERO started from last May. Yeah, last May, and we just spent 5 months to deliver the first the world first privacy coin supporting touring company smart contract, and we delivered the first platform allow the developers can issue their private coins based on SERO and use them in their decentralized applications. Also, we created Super ZK, the fastest zero-knowledge proof encryption library. At that time, last October, we did really everything, just like private public chains. So from at the beginning of this year, we start the SERO and ask more and more miners to do some minings, and now the whole chain, the SERO chain, is running about 8 months. It's very stable, and our community is very happy for our achievement. Okay,
no, and that's all great. So I've also interviewed somebody, a Chinese founder from Taocoin, and I find that there's a similarity in the two projects, which is you both have this very strong technology, a very strong community. Yeah. But you're not one of the top coins. I mean, people don't know about Super Zero, right?
Yes.
Why is that? If you've built this amazing library, why is it unknown?
Yeah. Actually, the opinion from you is half right, because actually in China, the SERO is very popular. Most of people in this industry know our projects, and most of miners have the experience to mining SERO. Because the F2 pool promote SERO as the most profitable mining POW coins.
Actually, not a very good indicator, because it's profitable if there's not a high difficulty. There's not a high difficulty because there's not a lot of miners. I mean, I don't know the hash rate, but I assume that the hash rate's not, you know, comparable to the other coins, right? It must be a low.
Yes, because I think the SERO is just a baby, right?
Now, look, I don't want to. This is not an attack, okay? Because you built something. You've built something, and you're making very big claims. When you say we have the world's fastest zero knowledge proof algorithm, it's important, in my belief, in my view, that other projects see this, that they learn how to build what you've built, or they learn how to critique it, or that there's more exposure, because the entire industry grows faster if these discoveries are made. I'm hoping that this video can be something that people see, that they can learn about Super ZK, right? What is missing? What is missing for more exposure, for more people to know about this? Because I understand. You say it's famous in China, but you agree with me, it's not one of the top well-known coins. You're not happy.
I understand.
Are you happy, Robert? Are you happy?
Actually, we are doing from our plan, because our projects didn't fundraise a lot of money. We didn't fund big money. We just fundraise for our developer.
Are you happy though? Is this the end? Is this all you need? Like, is there anything that can happen that can elevate it even more?
No, I mean, just let me finish my opinion. Because now this period, we prepare a lot of things, development, exchange, and we are discussing for bigger exchange, global exchange, and we keep developing something amazing. Just I can give you some a little plan. So we are focused to private stable coins. I think it's very amazing for the whole world. And after we complete the private stablecoin solutions, maybe in the end of this year, I think we are ready to do some globalizations. And actually, some projects in Silicon Valley, it's come to us to build some partnership with us. And we are very open to do some partnership and do some cooperations with a different team, different community. But we didn't spend a lot of time and money on the globalization PR. But we have the plan to do that at the beginning of next year. So now,
What I always like to hear. So I recently interviewed Alex from Beam, and I saw you and Alex on the panel. I saw you discussing private stable coin. He also mentioned it too. I'm a very big fan. I know that you've got the technology, and I know that you've got the passion. You know, when I spoke to Marie, and she mentioned that Super Zero was one of the biggest listings that had happened on Gate recently. That was a surprise for me, right? Now, what I'm always trying to understand, what I like to hear from a founder, is the things that are challenging them, the problems that they're having. And now I don't know if this is the cultural thing where Chinese founders like to tell me that everything is going according to plan and we're so perfect. Okay. But
we are not
very important for me and for an audience to hear the things that you're fighting with, the things that you're concerned with, the things that you wish for. Like, I think that if somebody came out, like Andreas Antonopoulos or Vitalik, and they came out and said, Super Zero, this is what I'm going to focus on. If one of those guys said that, you, of course, would be very happy. The entire world would know what's going on. There would be more interest, more money. The price would skyrocket. It's a good thing. What I want to hear is more of these things that you're lacking, what you need. I know that you've got a roadmap you've been building. I want to hear the stuff that you don't feel comfortable talking about.
Yes, and actually, in this month, the Wanxiang has a summit in Shanghai, right? And the Vitalik will come here, and we have the plan to talk with Vitalik about SuperZero. I think he will feel amazing about our zero knowledge proof encryption library and what we make out. Yeah, because what we did is the Vitalik looking forward to do that. Yeah, but you know the Instream's community and decentralized, right? He has the team, and you know Instream is too big, so every step to move forward is very difficult. Yeah, even the Vitalik feels on this problem, but we did what he planned, and I think we have the cooperation with Instream, with Vitalik, and actually we are talking with some KOL in Silicon Valley, in Europe, but after maybe some conversation later, we found some possibility to do some cooperations. We will do some announcement on make something come true, and we are working on that.
I you know, that's probably not the best direction, to be honest. Like you want, you know, I don't think that those are the kind of things that are going to really bring attention to your project. You know, influencers, that's not, you know, the best answer. I'm sure that there's something more about the technology. Maybe there's a way to, you know, publicly challenge another project and show how your speed is faster. I remember that you had a project, you showed this on screen. You had a video that you showed. Yeah. Am I correct? Can you describe that video, what you were showing us there?
Actually, the videos, we recorded some videos. One is we compare the encryption speed between SERO and Zcash. We're using the same laptop and doing the same transaction. Yeah, our speed is more than 20 times faster than zk-snarks.
Now that's huge, right? So you have video evidence of you being faster.
Yeah.
Did anybody from Zcash respond?
Actually, some miners from Zcash switch their mining machines to mining SERO, and we didn't do some PR in Zcash's community, because I think that the market is a big cake, and I don't think Zcash is our competitor. Yeah, also we are very respected for Zcash, Monero Dash.
That's interesting.
Dedicated.
Who's your competitor?
Actually, maybe Origo is a competitor, our competitor, OGO, but he didn't make some progress on the technology. So I don't know. Maybe OGO is our competitor, but we want to focus on.
And so you. In your vision, can Zcash and SuperZero both exist?
Yes. Yeah.
Why would we want both?
Because you know the anonymous the private coins can use to a lot of area. But I think now currently the private coins, the biggest users for Zcash, Monero, Dash, and Green and Bean, they are focused on anonymous payment, right? But SERO can focus to more area, like some to be projects. If they want use blockchain, public chain technology to do their business, but also they need privacy. Yeah, our solution can be the best one for them.
Okay, so it's going to be my personal mission to bring more exposure to the video you have showing the encryption speed difference. Can you share that with me after we finish?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
I want that to be shared. I'm going to see if I can, put it into this video as well. Now, we've gone over some of the elements. What we haven't discussed is decentralization. And one of the problems I find with a lot of these projects at this size is that they're extremely centralized. Am I correct in thinking only your team is working on SuperZero?
Yes.
So when do you think that changes?
Yeah. Actually, we build a SuperZero team focused on the strategy, the platform, the main development. But now more and more developers from our community develop decentralized applications based on SERO.
Yeah.
Just like,
Is there a different client? If I want to run SuperZero, is there a client that's made by somebody outside of the SuperZero team?
No need. Yeah, because our development based on SERO is very similar with you develop some dApps on the Ethereum, because SERO is totally compatible with EVM.
Right, but like even Ethereum has Parity as another client.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to look, today it's small. That's why it's just you. I'm trying to understand your roadmap to include other teams. Is it to how does the governance work where, somebody like me can disagree with your direction for the project?
Yeah, actually our roadmap is we'll listen from our community. Because in our first version of white paper, we designed to use VRF plus PBT for our consensus. But our communities think the POW is the best. So at the beginning of this year, we used POW for our consensus. But later, we found our community need staking, because a lot of people, a lot of fans buy some coins and want to hold them for many years. They like staking. So from this July, we change our consensus to from POW only to POW plus POS. We listen a lot from our community.
Oh, that's important. If somebody wants to be part of the community, where should they go? Is it Telegram? Is it WeChat?
Yeah, actually, we for the global community, we are basing Telegram, and but Chinese also we have the Chinese community in Telegram. But the Chinese people's habit is all based on WeChat.
Yeah, plus you need VPN to use Telegram. Yeah, it's not as convenient.
Yeah, so we have a lot of WeChat groups. Yeah, many fans, they build their groups for SERO. Yeah.
Robert, why do you think it was such a big success on Gate? Who were the people? What happened that made everybody involved? Why do you think SuperZero was such a big success when it first listed on Gate?
Actually, I think the Gate has a lot of users because he built for many years, right? More than 5 or 6 years, and they has the good users with the money want to invest good projects. I think when SERO listing on Gate, a lot of people see our selling point. because they call SERO is a privacy in stream. This tag is very solid. And after they do some research about our project, they're amazing. We made this out. We make it true, right? Because in the past, they've invested some project just describe the good features in the white paper. It's amazing. We just go to IEO and make the private public chain come true. And I think our some new users really like our tag, privacy in stream, and they've invested. So our performance in Gate is very good, I think. The some reason is we gave the users a very cheap price on IEO. Yeah, even before we list in Gate, we list in QBTC and CTEX, some small exchange. And we have, at that time, SERO price is around 30 cent RMB, 30 cent. But our IEO price is much cheaper than the current price, just 8 cents RMB. Yeah, so very cheap. So we just take out a lot of profits for our users, and I want to make most of users make money to invest SERO.
Okay,
that's very important.
That makes sense. People understood the label privacy Ethereum, private Ethereum, which is great. I'll make sure to connect that as well. And then the pricing was very favorable to people that were participating in the IEO. Today, the distribution of Super Zero coins, that's primarily through purchasing it on the exchange and mining it, correct?
Yes, mining, or you join the POS, hold some SERO for the staking. Yeah.
Was there ever any airdrop? Are you planning an airdrop?
Actually, we have no token for airdrops. Yeah, because our team tokens is also 1.5 years for the releasing, the same period with the miners.
Well, what percentage of the supply is for the team?
Our team for 10%.
10%.
And the miners, including POW and POS, is 8%.
Got it.
We are releasing the same period, 1.5 years.
Now, one of the things we didn't talk about, and this is the last thing before I'll let you go. And by the way, thank you so much for this. This has been very informative, and I'm very interested to see the reaction now about the encryption speeds. On the dApp side, one of the biggest problems for smart contract platforms is having dApp developers, dApps built on top of those platforms. Do you think that that's a problem that you have to handle, or are you very happy with the developer community and the dApps that are built on Super Zero?
Actually, I think I think we have to improving.
Thank you, Robert. I set that up on purpose. I wanted to hear you say it. There you go.
Yeah. that's why I really happy to have this interview with you. Yeah, I also want more and more foreigners, KOLs, YouTubers to come to me to talk with us about technology, about our plan, because we like globalization, because SERO is a global project.
So you need more dApp developers. You need more people building on Super Zero. Can you do me a favor after this? Give me a link that we can put in the description for the best place for a dApp developer to go.
Yeah, we have wiki, has a lot of article, but we need to write, I think, more manuals for them.
It's important. You need to have the tool. You need to have the tool.
Yeah, But the good things is the development, because we support solidity, right? Solidity. And if there's some applications based on Ethereum, but they need privacy, it's very easy for them to move from Ethereum to SERO.
The solidity is the same. It sounds like your VM is very similar to the EVM.
Yes.
Now, is there any foundation or grants connected to developing for SuperZero?
You mean the capital foundation?
Yeah, so for Ethereum, for Tron, for EOS, they have these grants, these foundations to help bring more developers. Is there something similar for SuperZero?
Yes, we set up foundations in Singapore. And they will encourage all the developers to do all kinds of dApps, based on SERO.
Excellent. So we'll put all those links here. It sounds like you've got a very interesting project. You have so much energy, Robert. As a founder, you're doing everything that's important.